Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost...
You won't touch another one.
Nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Offense set on first down. Give to the running back. Turns it on at midfield. Obliterates him, still on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You got that flu.
Man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing.
He got the flu. How you get the flu, bro?
Make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had
that next.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
We got baited.
Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Using his feet. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Surging forward on the sneak. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football.
Get on my roster. Because I heard you clicking.
I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Oklahoma, 3, NC State, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but...
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going. Nice job.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
You try to keep that.
Right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end.
Oh, man, he didn't jump. See me, crowd.
Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, NC State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense.
I don't know. The game broke options. I don't know what happened.
Unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going for it all. He's got it all right. He's off to the races. The 10. Out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the sting, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to the end zone. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply would not.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, NC State 28,
All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
To the air, it's Barnett. Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play it turned into a disaster.
Man, those big sticks give everybody
That's a good tackle.
When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. And they
Come now.
try the middle of
You're running the ball too much, coach.
That is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And they will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was
Hey, that speed burst went me crazy.
Stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Bringing it back, it's Jackson. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 94, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
So what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're bringing heat. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He gets out of there and gets some yardage.
The boy is weaving like that.
Any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Arnold. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
A third and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes. Special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. He's going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.